2K.
Living like Cali.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Let's at power forward.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Welcome, everybody, to Toronto, the sold-out Air Canada Center. We are live with the Raptors on the court. And, of course, Trevor Booker. Despite what he brought to this team in his absence, they've really taken off.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Lynn and Russell are in the backcourt. Okafor out there with Mozgov. And it's Crabbe in at the 3. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Suns.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night.
So it's Toronto now. After the basket by Brooklyn, right block shot. DeRozan's shot is off. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Okafor, stolen by Miles. Over Crabbe, and the Raptors miss again.
3 straight misses to begin this contest, and already starting to look frustrated.
Well over a decade in the NBA for C.J. Miles, taken straight out of high school by the Jazz back in 2005.
And he's just now entering his 30s. A good floor spacer and solid defender at the 2 or 3 spot.
And here's Lowry. After Jeremy Lin hitting the 3, hands it from downtown.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Kicks it to Okafor. Over Ibaka. Okafor dishes to Crabbe. The three-pointer, no good. Raptors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now, here's Miles. He started close. Lowry drawing the double team. Ibaka. Mozgov grabs the board.
Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. It's a rough start to this game.
And he comes up with the deuce. Okafor's got his first points of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. DeRozan against Lynn. Mozgov with the block.
And the size and length of Mozgov, a big factor. Hard to convert when he's there.
Russell with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Screened by Valanciunas. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. He dishes it to Mozgov. Over Valanciunas. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Poor timing on that play causes the turnover.
Russell against DeRozan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And when you think about a slasher, a guy who makes his living attacking off the dribble, no better example than DeMar DeRozan.
Both free throws good from DeRozan. You know, Steve, DeRozan, a great ball handler for his size. He can isolate or work in the pick and roll.
Does a nice job of coming off screens and rolls, being able to create for his teammates, and also a big-time slasher that can put you on a poster.
Raptors trail by 7. He'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, David?
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys. We're going to use it. Evan?
Thank you, David. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game. Lowry kicks to Miles. Pass to Ibaka. Now Lowry lays it up and banks it in. Lowry's got his first 2 points of the night.
Lowry showing how crafty he can be with that hoop inside.
Then the pass to Okafor. Russell kicks to Okafor. Mozgov dishes to Okafor. Crab from long range. Nailed from three-point land. Crab's got 5.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. And Mozgov comes to help. Tipped away. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Toronto has possession. 8-point game. There's a screen. Lock at 6. DeRozan passes to Lowry. From deep three-point range.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Back to Lin. There's Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much. So I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Powell in for C.J. Miles. Yep, that one goes in there. Okafor's got his second bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pushing it up. Finished off the break. 9 points for Lin.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And pretty much every NBA player grew up playing multiple sports. Smitty, which other sports did you play as a kid growing up? And did you think maybe that would have helped you playing basketball later on?
You know, Kevin, I tried football, and it definitely helped me in basketball because I said, no, this is not for me. So let me put all my emphasis in basketball. Taking those hits, I just wasn't built for that. And after that, I ran cross country because you had to do 2 sports in my high school to be able to play one. I didn't like that either, but I think cross country really helped me with basketball.
But I can see where a lot of other sports could help with footwork and hand-eye coordination and right on down the line.
Yeah, soccer I think is number one. I watched Tony Parker, the way his movement, playing soccer. My son right now is playing soccer, Akeem Olajuwon. I think that's the sport that coincides the best with basketball.
I would agree. Now here is Lowry, hoping to put that miserable performance against Phoenix behind him tonight. 6 on the shot clock. 9 feet out. Poeltl's shot is off.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Raptors trail by 14. Powell for 3, hits the three-point bomb.
Great heads-up look there from DeRozan to get his teammate an easy basket.
Pass to LeVert. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. And the Nets, another 3.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now here is Lowry. He's guarded closely. And DeRozan kicks to Siakam. Here's Powell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Poked away, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Number 1, the Nets.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Now, here's DeRozan. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And it's Pirtle that time on the assist by Lowry.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Dinwiddie dishes to Carroll. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Allen slams it in.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
And the shot goes down.
What a look from Lowry. Just knew he would be open.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Allen slams it in.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
And here is Powell. Here's the screen. 1 second left, and he hits the jump shot. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Pirtle setting the quality screen, made himself into a brick wall to create space.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly. And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now.
He trusts you every time he passes the ball.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable, mix up the play calling, keep the defense guessing.
They've got Lowry. He's out there with Norman Powell. Pirtle is out there with DeRozan. And it's Siakam in at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
But they get it back. Here's Carroll. Tries again. Toronto grabs the miss.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
Nogueira, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Raptors trail by 10. And a $30 million, 65,000 square foot practice facility for the Raptors opening back in 2016. Smitty, have you had a chance to check it out yet?
Yeah, I have not, but I've got a chance to see pictures. And as much as the players benefit, another key feature is the interactive operations room for management. A wall and conference table made up of giant touchscreens. Wow, allowing them to pull up numbers and stats. It's like something out of a movie.
CJ Miles, he's checked in for Toronto. The pass to Whitehead. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Nets.
And we can see pretty even there between the guards and the bigs. That kind of balanced production has what's helped them craft this huge lead.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post. I agree. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint. He gets it in there.
And that's a nice jumper by Ibaka, showing good touch from mid-range.
Pass to Whitehead. The three. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Raptors trail by 7. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Powell for 3. That shot is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
Now Lowry, after Jeremy Lin's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's Miles missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And Mozgov throws it down.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
They get a hand on it and stolen by Russell. Okafor with no one around. Off target from outside. Toronto trailing. Powell kicks to Lowry. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Here's Russell. Here's Lin. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Lin's got 11 points.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Nets lead by 13.
And the way Lin picks his spots, just knowing his place in the offensive schemes and scoring well as a result.
Toronto calls timeout. And sometimes it gets started with a hard foul from the other team or a whistle that you felt should have gone the other way. Anger can happen in the NBA. We see it. Emotions are high. It's a passionate game. Smitty, what was the angriest you ever got during a game? I know you competed because you were one of the best competitors I ever saw. But did it ever cross that line of becoming a little bit more gritty, a little bit more angrier?
It did, Kevin. I think one instance for sure. Game 7, Western Conference, rolled the basketball hard as I could and was fouled by Shaq. They didn't call it. Being flat and laid out and the guys going up and down, we eventually lost that game. That was one I still haven't got over it. And when I see Shaq today, I might not do it, but I want to knock him upside his head because he knew it was a foul, and I knew it was a foul, but it wasn't called.
He is one big man. He looks like he could play right now, as do you, which I think is great about ex-athletes and keeping in shape and staying that way. But Shaq certainly looks like he could play right now.
And I would be a 5 right now trying to guard him. That'll be interesting.
Little mismatch. Here's Lowry after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lin. Great shooters. Boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. Timofey Mozgov, number 1.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
The Nets making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. Lowry against Lin. Lock at 6. There's the feed to Ibaka. Lowry for 3. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here's Lowry. He has 5. Mozgov with the block. LeVert the pass to Russell. Shoots over Powell, and he overshot that one, missing. Raptors trail by 16. tries for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight. Lowry against Land. Out to the right wing. Okafor kicks to Lin. The Nets working the ball around now from outside the arc. And no good. Good work defensively by Lowry. Miles dishes to Lowry. Powell for three. The rebound by the Nets. At one point, they led by 16. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Mozgov throws it down.
Oh, nice setup there. And defensively, last thing you want to do is let Mozgov catch it at the rim.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Inside, here's Russell. Goes back up. And no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Here's Lowry, and the Raptors miss again.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now here's Powell. Following the missed shot by Timofey Mozgov. Timeout called the Nets. And Valanciunas, far from a finished product, Steve. His coaches and teammates feel he will get better, but in your opinion, where does he need to improve?
I think on a defensive end, he does a nice job of blocking shots, but I would love to see him in rotations, being able to be there a little bit earlier. And then on the offensive end, extend his range a little bit more and also have somewhat of a go-to move down on the low block.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Ibaka. Pascal Siakam comes in for C.J. Miles. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Powell. And the second free throw, good. 1:58 left now here in the second. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Outside DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind. No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
A minute 20 left here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's DeRozan missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Puts up a three. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 16.
Plays like that are where you see the tenaciousness of DeMar Carroll. He can get after those 50-50 balls.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Screen by Valanciunas. Shot off the screen, up again.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Down low, here's Allen. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. Shoots the three. Good on the triple. Dinwiddie's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Lowry kicks to Poeltl. Passes it to Siakam. Outside DeRozan. Valanciunas, and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Look at that jam!
Nice!
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree. What a move in the air from DeMar Carroll. Didn't expect to see that when he took off.
Here's DeRozan. And so it's Brooklyn out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
After one
Show.
half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here. Raptors trail by 17. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, Lynn and Russell are in the backcourt. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Crab, and it's Mozgov in at the 5. That one wide left. Raptors shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Lobs it up for Ibaka, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And that's going to be a travel.
Here's a look at some numbers for Crab. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Here's Russell, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Russell's got 9.
And sliding inside, under control, Russell still just scratching the surface of his full potential.
Screened by Valanciunas. Back to Lowry, from deep, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Lowry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Toronto. Lynn the pass to Russell, over Lowry. Again, the Nets for 2.
Because of his size and how he can adjust, Russell really proficient at hitting the contested J.
Dwayne Casey, he's in his 7th season as a head coach of the Raptors. He's developed a great continuity and a comfort level with his players.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. DeRozan against Russell. 6 on the shot clock, and DeRozan. Here we go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That one on Mozgov. For Toronto, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Good free throw shooter DeRozan. Started out as a go with the flow type player. Now looks to dominate every game.
Russell from long range. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And Casey is very collaborative with his staff and players.
You know why, Kevin? He has no ego with him. It's always a two-way conversation with his players. It's about getting it right, no matter whose idea it is.
Toronto calls timeout. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, "We couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles." Kyle Lowry told me, "We're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be." Kevin?
DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. When you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge.
A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
Mozgov a screen on Lowry. Lynn dishes to Okafor. Lowry against Lynn. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Poked away, stolen by Jeremy Lin. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Crab, good. Crab's got 9 points.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Ibaka, Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Crab. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Steve, so much of being a great offensive player is learning to draw contact and work yourself to the free throw line. When you look at the league right now, who are some of the best in the league, in your estimation, doing that?
James Harden is one of those guys. He gets to the line, double-digit figures sometimes, free throw attempts. DeMar DeRozan, DeMarcus Cousins. I think Russell Westbrook, because he's such a guy that's in attack mode and he likes contact. The guys who like contact, they get to the line a lot.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Powell, the pass to Miles. Feeds it to Nogueira. Now, here's Miles. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
They've pounded the glass every time down the floor, and it's clear that they want to win that rebounding battle.
Now here's Powell, defended by Lynn. Ibaka drawing the double team. There's the dish to DeRozan. 6 to shoot from deep. Miles, and the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays and try to turn the tide.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
That's a 2 from Powell. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Pirtle, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And the Nets also making a change. LeVert's checked in. Toronto's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. At the elbow, Nogueira. Okafor comes in with the double team. Here's Powell, and Okafor with the block. They get it back. Yes, that goes in. Nets leading by 22. To the middle. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. And that's 10 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Kicks it to Miles. He feeds it to DeRozan. Using his post move to get the 2 points. DeRozan's got 12 in the game.
Defensively, you hate to see DeRozan in the painted area. Shoots a high percentage from that area.
Here's Lynn. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for Norman Powell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And Okafor sends it back. Banked in off the glass. Okafor's got 8 here in the quarter.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Pirtle sets the pick for Lowry. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
When Kyle Lowry starts cooking from the mid-range, the defense is in trouble. You can't take away everything.
Lowry brings the double. Takes the 13-footer. And Mozgov throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Well, one thing about DeMar DeRozan, he lives in the gym.
I mean, people talk about that he's always working on his game. They talk about him in the offseason being in the lab with all different type of trainers. And the results, they speak for themselves. An uncontested look for mid-range. He typically drains that one.
Russell dishes to Lynn over Lowry. And it's Miles with the rebound.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Lynn.
Well, when you have a whole team that is locked in, this is what your shot chart looks like. They are moving the ball well and taking shots with confidence. When this team comes out and is knocking it down from all over like they are right now, they are one of the toughest in the league to beat.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Carroll, 13 feet away. Jump shot is good that time. Carroll's got his third basket of the night right there.
Nice job from Carroll there to get his hands up and be ready for that shot.
They set the pick. Lowry drawing the double team from the top of the key, and DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight from downtown, and that one is off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for your Raptors, DeMar DeRozan.
And he can't get the first one. The Raptors making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in, and he's good on the second. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's DeRozan. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
With 4 seconds on the clock, here's Pirtle. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Pirtle's got 6.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Don't give in to those semi-fast.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Nets leading by 23. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Pirtle, and it's Siakam in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Outside Lowry. Well, Steve, with the rise of NBA message boards and increased coverage from beat writers, NBA players have plenty of opportunity to read up on opinions of what people are saying about that player. Is this something that is impossible to avoid? And do some players read fan opinions about themselves? Are they reading these critiques?
Yeah, I think they are. Some players read in too much. Fans have a voice, but you don't have to read the good or the bad. But going back to the beat writers, I think a lot of times a beat writer is one of those guys that you see every day. And you're looking to challenge him when he writes something bad, and also you want to pat him on the back when he writes something good. But I think you got to look at the beat writer and understand he's doing his job. You got to kind of separate that. But a lot of times when there's a beat writer interact with a player, a lot of times it's bad, especially if the beat writer has written something negative toward the player. I wish they could separate those guys, and also the players can separate the beat writers from fans.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Russell comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Dinwiddie. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And stolen by Russell.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance. Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
Toronto's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And the pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Mozgov. No good from Valanciunas.
Wow, he had it at point-blank range, but the defense was all over him.
And it's in there. And that's now 19 points for Lynn.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his 5th foul.
Oh my goodness, his 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
Nogueira, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Nogueira kicks to Van Vliet. To the inside. And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Lin. 14 points for Timofey Mozgov. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Siakam. Pass to Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Rebound, Brooklyn. And another fast break for Brooklyn. The Nets are running. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
Passes to Siakam. And across the NBA, we've seen players taking a vocal stance on various social issues. Smitty, you think that's pretty important?
Very important, and I think this generation has done it better than my generation. Obviously speaking out, but yes, they're using their social media tools to come out and talk about important issues. And the one thing you just want to bring light to these issues, and hopefully a lot of people, the more light you bring, the more solutions I think will come about.
Well said. Poked away. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Russell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
How about the D there by Russell? Just using that 6'9" wingspan to jack the ball loose, then kicks it up off the fast break.
Here's Siakam. Hits the front of the rim and out. Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. A nice shot by Lin.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lin, dropping it in the face of the D.
Here's Siakam, defended by Allen, trying to get back on track. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for your Raptors.
And he knocks down the first one. On the last half-decade or so, the NBA, Steve, has realized the true value of the corner 3, and now offenses all over the league are designed to take advantage of it. Part of that is because it's just closer to the rim than any other three-pointer.
Yeah, you're right, and you should. I mean, when you have a three-point arc, yes, the corner threes are going to be shorter, and it's harder from a guy to shoot it from straight on. But when you have a guy that can shoot it straight on, you can see the dynamics of a team defensively. It's hard to cover. But I don't think the NBA should widen the court because of the value of the corner 3. That's a part of the game.
Should the lane be widened? Should we talk about the court and making all the threes the same length? What about the lane?
Well, I think you can widen the lane if you change the defensive rules, because right now you're allowed to play zone. If you went back to man-to-man, yes, I think you should widen it. But when teams are allowed to play zone, I think the value of keeping it the same helps the defense a little bit more.
Outside, Lin misses the layup.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Got a piece of it. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Already one of the league's more creative assist men. Russell making people around him better.
Now here's Powell. He's guarded by Russell. And the dunk by Powell.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. In the pass to Crabbe. Nogueira pulls it in. The Raptors have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Pass to Van Vliet. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Okafor's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Lynn dishes to Crabbe. Here's Okafor. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And now it's Lynn running. He can go all the way. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And then Okafor slams it in.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Powell kicks to Siakam. Over Okafor. Siakam, good. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Raptors shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Anunoby. They grabbed their own miss. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
And Nogueira, the 7-footer out of Brazil, very long, Steve, and athletic.
He is a leaper. That makes him a threat around the rim on both ends. But on the defensive end, he has to learn not to bite on those pump fakes.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Misses the 3. The Nets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lynn.
You know, the story of this game was his offensive production. It didn't matter what the defense threw at him. He just found ways to counter and led his team.
And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Lynn.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Tipped away. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. It's 2-on-1. Pull up Jay, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
To the wing on the left. They set the pick. Here's Van Vliet. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge.